Fenn hid a treasure chest full of gold and treasure. He wrote a book with a 9-clue poem. The 9-clue poem. The only way to solve the thrill of the chase precisely, you must solve the 9-clue poem. With subtle clues sprinkled throughout these stories. There's one person who solved Forrest Fenn's poem precisely. Me. Forrest said, read the poem over and over and over and over again. Look for subtle clues in the books from the poem. Treasure Hunting 101. If there's a secret in the poem, then you search the book for the secret. Forrest's secret was that special grave marker in Vietnam where he made a promise to that French soldier to please his ghost. This epitaph is what this treasure hunt was built around. The ultimate dedication to every single hero. Those words burned in Forrest's brain. Forrest figured out how he wanted to hide the treasure in plain sight and leave thousands of hints and clues in his books, but only if you use your imagination. Forrest figured out how he wanted to secret his cachet from a lifetime and love of collecting comic books. Forrest even told us what his secret was, Dancing with the Stars. Forrest even told us where his secret where was. The theirs are Palisade Silk. The bread is for Superman. The intrusion is for Palisade Silk being made up of intrusive, igneous rock. So what is Forrest Fenn's true secret? This is Forrest Fenn's true secret. He created a secret dedication to all heroes, including dedications to the homely girl, grave marker. Superman, Clark Kent, and Aunt Esther. These were the two people keeping Forrest's secret. The importance of the very first clue leads precisely to canasta. These were the two people keeping Forrest's secret. And they're both dead as canasta. Snapshot this because it's Forrest's canasta. Forrest gave us many, many hints to look for Lois and Clark. Confidence in a Maverick is Maverick's wife's name was Lois Clark. While the clues are absolutely reliable, it might take 900 years, is 900th year issue of Superman.
My power.
Lana Lane is flying. Hundreds and hundreds of Clark Kent and Superman hints. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Great, right? Forrest melded canasta into a new character, Canasta. Read this. Now read this. This is why Forrest Fenn named his treasure chest Indulgence. Faster than a speeding bullet. The imagination of a 13-year-old comic book reader. That's what Forrest Fenn was. Hundreds of Superman, Clark Kent, etc. hints. Here's a couple Aunt Esther hints. She was always with hat. She was always with the hat. Bella Abzug's mother's name was Esther. Bubba Bexley was a character on Sanford & Son playing alongside Aunt Esther. Aunt Esther is great, but I need to go back to Superman. Bullseye, where the treasure would be, has a story with Mighty Mouse, a red-caped superhero at the Bullseye. The story with Douglas MacArthur. His final address to the cadets at West Point, where he had been both cadet and superintendent, amply illustrates the point. Try to picture him in your mind now, tall and straight and commanding. Solving the poem is the only way to understand the clues hidden in the thrill of the chase. The epilogue tells us what happened in the thrill of the chase treasure hunt and where the treasure chest was located. The title to the gold is the title to his book. The thrill of the chase, Superman 1.61 is looking for Clark Kent at Palisade Sill. Epilogue, a section of speech at the end of a book or play that serves as a comment on or a conclusion to what has happened. The epilogue tells us the treasure was put in below Eagle's Nest, homeward bound, at Palisade Sill, Cimarron Canyon. The treasure chest location was more than 8.25 miles north of Santa Fe. The treasure chest location was 8.3 miles from Eagle's Nest. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dave Woodard. I am the man who solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. What you've just witnessed is the actual solution to Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. It was found by me back in 2019 in July, and that information was hidden from the public. I'm tired of the bullshit from the Fenn community and the vloggers that don't know their ass from their elbow. I'm here to set the record straight for every single person out there that is wondering about Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. It's been a long 3 years of investigating, but what you've just witnessed here is the actual true solve of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. His secret, the place that the treasure chest was located before it was moved and lied about in a different spot, which is actually fraud, folks. This is going to be hard for the world to swallow, but what happened in Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt, 101, absolutely 100% fraud. Shiloh Old learned of the location, stole the treasure chest, and screwed over his own grandfather. And he screwed over me, the guy who actually solved this. Folks, you may not understand right now, but when you look into it, or when it gets looked into, you will see that there's thousands of hints and clues about Superman, about Aunt Esther, about Red Fox, about Maverick, and all those dedications that Forrest Fenn created in this treasure hunt around superheroes and movie stars. Now, what you're watching from some of the other channels, the other vloggers, like let's use Barbara Anderson as an example, she has a lot of the movie stars and songs that Forrest Fenn gave out in his books. That's great. If you want to learn about that, go watch Barbara Anderson's videos. You will see some of the things that Forrest Fenn created. His imaginative, creative brilliance that everybody pulls something different out. But kudos to her. She has movie stars and in songs, but she missed the superhero part. She missed the secret that Forrest Fenn had. Greg Allen, the brutal truth. That man, he believes it's a secret garden. That's great. Good job, Greg. He's wrong. Barbara Anderson's wrong. Shy Guy is wrong. Josh Jordan is wrong. Every vlogger out there does not have a clue about what the real solve is, or they would have joined my team. The team of superheroes. Now, not to discredit them, because they all have amazing solves. But the thing about their solve is it's not right. That's the thing. There's one guy that solved it. I stepped forward. I just showed you the actual solve and how it works and how simple it is of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. And the location that the treasure chest was
Put
at.
in below the home of the Browns, Eagle's Nest, at Palisade Sill, a row of wooden stakes or tree trunks, as in the epilogue.
And Forrest Fenn said that in his epilogue. That's why I've done this video. This is the epilogue, folks. I'm done after this. I will be in court after this video. If you have not watched my other videos to see if I have any credibility or not, you can watch how much of an asshole I am and see the credibility. Because no matter how much I act like an asshole, no matter how much I pick on these vloggers, no matter how much you don't like me or you think that, okay, this guy's all right, he might be all right, I'm the guy that solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. And I'm the guy that got screwed up the ass by Shiloh Old and then by Jack Stoof impersonating me, because Jack Stoof stepped forward as the actual finder of the treasure chest. Folks, everything you've seen from Shiloh and Jack and Zoe and Cynthia Meacham and Carl Summer and Justin Posey and all of these other idiots that have joined in with them, it is all fraud, cover-up, perjury, lies, false documentations entered into court. And that's, folks, this is why you've seen so much. Well, actually, you haven't seen it, because what they try to do, they keep it minimized. You don't see any news reporters at any of these court hearings, do you? They do not want this in the news, because as soon as it goes into the news outlets and they get involved, there's billions of people out there that are going to see the brilliant solve that I brought forward with evidence, with factual information, with geographical evidence. It is all there, folks. I have Forrest Fenn solved. If anybody has any questions, I'm the guy to see. Not Shiloh Old. Shiloh Old is old news. He's the one that committed the fraud. He's the one that's going to go to jail. And there's a lot of people that have umbrellaed under him, helping to protect the fraud. I put videos out. Carl Summer, their lawyer, is familiar with them. Now, folks, if you believe that Forrest Fenn, a war hero, a man that had a genius creativity to bust people's balls, to have fun, to enjoy life, to do many thrills of the chase, which is what he talked about in his books. And he says it in his videos. There's many different thrills of the chase.
With one clue. So I doubt that I'm going to be the person who finds the treasure chest.
Well, don't give up. It's the thrill of the chase.
It is the thrill of the chase.
Well, that man was a comic book collector, and the thrill of the chase was trying to collect Superman #1, which was his favorite comic book magazine. Now, in his books, he has a bunch of different comic books that he brings up, but he has thousands of comic book characters hidden throughout his stories, which is amazing. So that's an awesome part. I'm not even going to go through it here. I've already gone through it 1,000 times and then some. So this video here is to let folks know this is the epilogue. This is the video
that's going to end any more confusion in the Forrest Fenn vlogging community, in the Forrest Fenn community of regular folks and searchers who are looking for answers. If you were looking for an answer on the $3 million or $2 million, or because they screwed everybody over, $800,000 or $1 million treasure hunt, I have the answers. 100% fact. I am going into court representing Forrest Fenn that he gets screwed over by his own family and he gets screwed over by his grandson tremendously in Jack Stoof. Folks, all I ask you to do is look into their side of their answers, their non-answers that they've given everybody. It's been 3 years now. Now, I've done 3 years of investigating, and I can tell you, absolutely, Forrest Fenn revolved this treasure hunt around Dancing with the Stars. Characters are Aunt Esther and Superman. The homely girl, for his dedication and his honor to that French soldier, pleased his ghost and smile at a homely girl. Forrest Fenn brought in Aunt Esther for Ken Esther. Kent and Esther are Ken Esther. That's what he did. He created a ha-ha-ha moment for his own made-up character, which is Indulgence comic books. If you look up Indulgence, they create their own characters out of two superheroes and mash them together and create a new supervillain. Well, Forrest Fenn basically did the same thing. And that's why he called his treasure chest Indulgence, because of comic books. Every single quote, every single thing that Forrest Fenn said, and so many clues, all lead back to comic books and connections to all of the things that he loved when he was a kid. All of his heroes.
Heroes show us we don't need to be perfect to do what's right. It's not about living without fear, but facing injustice. It's not about being powerful, but finding your calling when you least expect it. They show us it's okay to be vulnerable, no matter how tough you are. Because even though they're heroes, they're still human.
I'm so high, I can hear heaven. I'm so high, I can hear heaven. Oh, but heaven, no heaven, don't hear me. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. Someone told me love would all save us. But how can that be? But look what love gave us. A world full of killing and blood spilling. That world never came. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. Now that the world isn't ending, it's love that I'm sending to you. It isn't the love of a hero, and that's why I fear it won't do. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us. Watch as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us. Watch as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us. Watch as we all fly away. Ever been in a position when you're always asking why? Thinking that your tears will never dry. Every time that you glance at the sky, your mind's there, but you know you don't got the wings to fly. You feel the wind gently touching your skin, and the voices from within are yelling, you shouldn't try. But you're not listening, on your face is a grin. You take the chance even if you shoot into the ground. The world says no, but you say yes. Don't let the negativity take over, do your best. The road you're paving causes feelings that are hard to express, but I promise you that at the end lies the success. Your chest is heavy, all the burdens you carry are slowly taking a toll on your mental inside. I want you to give me a promise and you to truly be honest, that giving up is never going to be what you decide. I know that you've been running your whole life, walking through the darkness with practically no light, feeling depressed, under pressure, a low life, like there's no one to help you to get through all the cold nights. Look in the mirror, tell me, what do you see? A person climbing to the absolute peak. Don't need excuses, cause you are now weak. whistles that appear as the wind blows. Remember as a kid for the ringtone, you had a great speech, tell me what did that kid know? He knew that failure is a part of success. He knew the lessons are what makes you progress. He knew your quest would put you under the stress, but he also knew the hunger that you truly possess. You've been a great one, still is what you're made of. You've been the same one ever since day one. Became a legend, haven't even finished phase one. Imagine what you'll be when you reach the main one. Predictable how one moment you're on the ground, and the next one you're flying high above the clouds. It's true, the higher you go, the longer you fall. But no matter what happens, you truly need to be proud. I know that you've been running your whole life, walking through the darkness with practically no light, feeling depressed, under pressure, a low life, like there's no one to help you to get through all the cold nights. Look in the mirror, tell me, what do you see? A person climbing to the absolute peak. Don't need excuses, cause you are not weak. So chin up and be the very best you can be. Hero, you are a hero. 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 It's time we all reach out for something new. That means you too. You say you want a leader.
It's football heroes. I've found new ones when I've looked back. I should do it here. I have so many that are so cool when I look up something. To give you an example, I won't even give you any examples. I've given so much. I'm going to save it for the judge because Jack Stoof, Shiloh Old, and Zoe Old, and Kyle Summer absolutely know that I'm the guy that they screwed over. And I'm not going to take it. And you folks shouldn't take it either. Because in reality, when you realize you may not be able to comprehend that the actual horrendous thing that Shiloh Old did to every single one of you. But until you get it through your head, there's three things that matter, right? The treasure chest, and then the location of the treasure chest, and the 9 clues that bring you to that precise spot. That right there, the 9 clues, they do not have. I have. And they cannot come up with anything that will match what Forrest Fenn did over a 15-year span. And if you didn't hear that at the beginning of the other video I did, or this video, because I'm going to have this at the epilogue on my Thrill of Disgrace, because it is a disgrace. What Shiloh Old did is an absolute fucking disgrace to his family, to Forrest Fenn, and then all of the people in his family right now are protecting him from that disgrace. So that's disgraceful too. I've asked them to come forward. They will not come forward. This is a video where I say I am going to court against them. 100%. I can tell you whether it's slander that they want to take me to court or whether I finally find a lawyer that has enough balls to go up against these guys with an absolute 100% fail-proof case of fraud that is ultimately the biggest fraudulent treasure hunt in our lifetime. So, folks, I pick on the vloggers, but those vloggers that have no clue, they stood up against Shiloh. They've complained. They know something's wrong, but they don't have the answers that you're looking for because they don't have answers. When they realize that I'm the guy, I am the man from back east that Forrest Fenn gave his kudos to, and he gave credit, and Shiloh Old shut him down for that. Forrest Fenn, everybody knows that was in the treasure hunt originally, knows the man that Forrest Fenn was. And the last 3 months, he was shut down from giving out any information, and the information came from Shiloh Old, Jack Stoof, Zoe Old, and Kyle Summer, and Cynthia Meacham, protecting him. And the idiots, vloggers, that are still blaming Forrest Fenn right now, you are so fucking gone. Forrest Fenn has been gone for 3 years, okay? It's at the end of August. He died in September 7th, right? So he's been gone 3 years, and you're blaming a man who's not here. There's something fucking wrong with those people that are blaming Forrest Fenn, because I can tell you, absolutely, Forrest Fenn was innocent, and he got fucking screwed over up the ass just like I did. So I'm going to represent Forrest Fenn, and I'm letting you know it's going to happen. Somehow we're going to get to court, and whether it's all of them taking me to court or whether it's me taking them to court, it doesn't matter. I've already contacted the FBI. They should be involved. They're not yet. I'm already sure they're not. I've contacted the Attorney General. I've put in a complaint of fraud. I haven't heard anything back. It's been months. The Attorney General's office should have been doing something to look into this. If they haven't, shame on them. They're not my concern. What my concern is, the judge that I go into court with in New Mexico, in Santa Fe, against Shiloh Old for lying about the final location of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. That's who is my concern right now. And if nobody's done their job in the Attorney General's office, then shame on them. They've been given the warning. They've been let know. I let them know what is coming down the line. Because if they can't fathom that Shiloh Old and Zoe Old and Jack Stoof have absolutely no 9-clue solve, they have no location that they want to give out specifically, because there's no clues that lead to it, folks. There have been lies and upon lies about second chests, which is bullshit. Shiloh Old created a second chest, or got a hold of one, and where do you think that 18th century chest went to? Rudy or whoever, the Justin, somebody. I don't even pay attention to those names because they won't let me in their sites. And the other vloggers don't talk about me still. They still don't bring me up. You know why? Because they're still getting paid by Shiloh. They don't want to lose their channels. Well, they can all fuck off. They're all my friends after this if they want to apologize. I have no problems with them. They're just fucking, they're a little gone. That's all. All the vloggers, the Forrest Fenn vloggers that think they know everything, don't know a fucking thing. And I tell you that straight up. They have no fucking idea where the end was. They're guessing. There's one man, and Shiloh Old knows it's me, and he's scared shitless that we're going to go to court. And we are. But what's going to happen with these dumbass vloggers, the big dummies? They are going to be part of the class action suit, okay? Because they've stood up. They want answers. And I want to give them answers. But they don't want to hear answers. So that's their problem. They don't want to listen. They don't want to investigate. They want to be the ones. They're not the ones, folks. If you're watching any of the other vloggers, you're lost in fucking thought. Because that's all they do. They all say, I wonder why this is happening. How come Forrest is doing this? Forrest is fucking dead. They don't fucking get it. They're lost. If they're blaming Forrest Fenn, shut the fucking channel off. Okay, folks? They want the truth, but they don't want to accept the truth. So, what does that tell you? Are they stupid? No, they're not stupid. I like to call them stupid or big dummies because, you know what? That's what Forrest Fenn would do. Just like he called Why Must I Go, Troy Barlow, the search supervisor. Because he's not going to go anywhere with the search. And he's disappeared a little bit, right? Because in the video that the larger video I've just showed of this, it shows that Troy Barlow has contact with the family. And the family wants to use his solve because he's so hell-bent that he's the right guy. They're going to pay him to use his solve instead of 9 Mile Hole. and they're saying it's big medicine wheel. They have committed so many lies, and they're bringing in these cement heads to back them up. Because Troy, my heart goes out to you, buddy, but you're a cement head. If you think that your solve was right, and they tried to make it believe it was 9 Mile Hole, you're so fucking far off. I'm sorry, but they're big dummies. And again, that's a red fox. Forrest Fenn, smile at a homely girl. That's on Esther. And Red Fox picked on her, called her ugly in every show. And I could pull out so many on Esther connections in the books that the judge is probably going to want to shake my hand. I'm the fucking guy that's going to be a superhero going down in history, saving Forrest Fenn's legacy. And the folks that don't believe that, that's too bad. You will see it. You will see it in a marvelous movie, because that's what this will be. Some kind of marvelous movie. And Forrest Fenn knew it ahead of time. Forrest Fenn said this would make a marvelous movie. It's about superheroes, Marvel characters, DC characters, and Superman, Clark Kent, was a DC character. Aunt Esther was a DC character. Maverick, comic book. There's so many. Black Widow, Hulk, Captain America, Submariner. He has Pied Piper, and I could go on and on. Green Giant. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I have in my videos. I don't need to do it here. We are all fucking done. If you're listening to the vloggers, sorry for you. If you want the truth, I'm the guy. I'm the guy that stepped forward. I'm the guy with 20 years of law enforcement, credible service, not like Leanne Sanders or Sandler says, every comment. I've listened to their bullshit for 3 long years, and I'm done. And you folks should be done too. If you're not ready for answers about Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt, and you want to wander the woods for 25 days with Jack Stoof and get no answers from the vloggers, then keep doing what you're doing. But there's going to be a group that's going to go, you know what? I am going to fucking step up, and I'm going to be one of Forrest Fenn's heroes. And Doug Preston disappointed me. You want to know what Doug Preston's involvement is in the books? For the Codex. The Codex deals with comic books. Look that up. That's what that is. And the Bighorn Medicine Wheel is Bighorn comic books. And he said, Lazaro, San Lazaro. Lazaro is another comic book character. Every single thing that Forrest Fenn brought, Rosetta Stone, comic books, Albert Einstein, comic books. It all revolves around comic books because of Superman and his love for comic books. When he said, get back in the box, I had an hour-long video of 5-second clips. And some of them got lost when I screwed up my phone. So that video's not coming out right now, but I'll do it when I know I'm going to court for the judge, probably. But there are so many comic book connections throughout Forrest Fenn's stories, and hidden ones, and hidden stories inside his stories. This is a whole backstory of Forrest Fenn's imagination of how he loved these comic books and the stories and his heroes. There's hundreds of heroes that he put throughout these stories, folks. And I hope I don't offend people, but you have to realize there comes a time in someone's life when they go, shit or get off the pot, right? Now it's time for Shiloh to shit or get off the pot, because I'm on his ass and I am going to take him down. Now either fucking come clean with the Attorney General, or I will be going for $20 million. And then the class action suit from Greg and Barbara and Frank and Josh Jordan, they all know you screwed them over. But they think that you screwed them over. You didn't. You screwed them over in a roundabout way. But the actual guys you stabbed in the back were Forrest Fenn and me. And sadly enough, after you stabbed them in the back, we all know the story that's going to come out about what might have happened after that. Because you wanted to protect your ass, Shiloh. And you fucking screwed over 500,000 people. And I'm standing up for them. Whether they like it or not, I'm the fucking guy that is going to come forward after your ass. I've already told you before. You don't want to deal nicely? Then we'll go to court. And I'll be ready. I have so many fucking clues that are evidence. Every little piece of fucking clue. And you guys know, the 8.25, that was huge. That was huge. Folks, what you're seeing now in Shiloh Old, Zoe, Kyle Summer, Cynthia Meacham, you are seeing that empire fucking fall. That is crumbling. What they had for tightness against me, when I started coming out with actual factual evidence, not just the imagination of Forrest Fenn, because when I found that treasure chest, well, actually, I can't say I found the treasure chest. What I can say, absolutely, is I found the location. I found Forrest Fenn's secret. His secret cross that made canasta. That was his backup plan for somebody to find. When Forrest Fenn said, leave somebody in the parking lot. When Forrest Fenn said, the last clue will be in the parking lot at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. That's what he's talking about. He gives you a clue. It's in the parking lot, folks. The treasure chest was 12 feet from the parking lot. Those are your aberrations that live out on the edge of the parking lot. Aberrations are stars, constellations, or whatever. Those are the movie stars that are living out on the edge of the parking lot. And the aberrations are visual. When you look at it, it changes. Like it I've seen the pictures. I know what it means. Look up aberrations, all of the definitions. He was exactly right about Kent and Esther being the aberrations. And my aberrations videos, that'll answer it right there. Go back. All my memoirs are in my videos. And I plead with you folks, if you want true answers, I may not have had it exactly right and have changed some things because I learned along the way. Because Forrest Fenn got screwed over and we never got to connect because Shiloh kept him from me. Now, you remember in December of 2019, Forrest Fenn was waiting for an email from that one man. I'm the fucking guy. I'm the guy from back east that he was waiting for that anonymous picture. It wouldn't have been anonymous, folks. I had another backup treasure I was going to bury as soon as I dug up that treasure at Palisade Cell at the Kent and Esther Cross. That beautiful dedication to that French soldier and every other hero. And if these vloggers are too dumb to fucking see that, then they can stay fucking dumb. I'm all done playing with them. Again, there comes a point in life when life is too fucking short. And Forrest Fenn was taken out too early. I can tell you that right now. I don't believe he died of natural causes. Many people probably don't. The pictures prove that. But that remains to be seen. So, Shiloh, you will be hearing from me at some point. Kyle Summer, I'm still waiting, buddy. You told me 2 months ago you would take me to court in 7 days if I didn't get my videos down. I'm still waiting. They do not want me in court because I will take them down in a fucking heartbeat. And I need a lawyer with the balls that's ready to do it. So, folks, I'm done sweating my ass off here because it's fucking hot. And I just got done the funeral for my uncle. My mom's funeral is next Saturday. My mom passed away a week after my brother's services a month ago. So I've had a lot going on. I apologize I haven't put videos out for the people, the folks out there that love my videos. I know. I can tell you right now, I'm blocked from getting any of the great comments. And I know there's some people out there with some great comments. And I want those folks to to realize if I don't respond to you or you're getting these other shit feedbacks, I'm not going to give you shit feedback. I can tell you that right now, unless you're giving me shit. Then I respond. What comes around goes around. But the actual great, amazing people out there that know about this solve, like the Gardner Fire Department, they know, their team, Dave, nobody has somebody to go to as an ultimate, this guy knows what Forrest Fenn created. You all think that it's Shiloh, but it's not, folks. Shiloh's a fucking moron who stole the treasure chest and has no fucking answers for anyone. And Candy, I know that you said some shit to me. I forgive you. Because you don't fucking have a clue that Shiloh would do that. I didn't either at first. But then when you realize what really happened, maybe he'll tell you the truth. It'll have to be under oath, but he's not going to do it. They've lied. They've put in false documentation to block and hide the cover-up, the scandal of fucking enormous, disgusting thing that Shiloh Old did. And I'm going to fucking fix it. So, Forrest Fenn, thank you very much. This is your dedication, man. I'm fucking here for you. If the other vloggers want to jump in, step up, man. Forrest Fenn got fucking screwed. He did such an amazing thing to help out people. And yes, you had your searchers who went way far beyond what they should have done, because he said from the beginning, don't go anywhere an 80-year-old man would go, which would be in the parking lot where the treasure chest was, if you figured out the right clue. And that is number one clue. Not number two, which is the map, beginning where warm waters halt, which is number one in the map. You have to understand Forrest Fenn speak. And if you don't fucking say you do. Because I'm the guy that solved his poem. I'm the guy that found his secret. I'm the guy that found the blaze in 2017, where he had the gut feeling. And I'm the guy that left Cimarron Canyon right before the fires, and Forrest Fenn said his gut feeling is wavering. Because he knew that I had backed off a little bit to fucking reevaluate. But when I found that cross in 2019, and I told Forrest Fenn, Shiloh Old fucking learned about it within 2 or 3 months, and he stabbed Forrest Fenn in the back. If you folks can't get that, then tough shit. This is the tough love video. I don't like being an asshole, and I'm not. I feel like a guy on Suits. That's what I feel like. Because I'm dressed up in a fucking a Hugo Boss suit. And I feel pretty good. And I've got a lot of compliments today. So when I get to court, I'll have a few Hugo Boss suits. But I'm going to have, you know what I'm going to have behind me, Shiloh? Let me show you. This is what I'm going to have behind me. And they are fucking ready to take on your puny little fucking disgusting ass about what you did to Forrest Fenn. That's what's going to happen. We are coming after you. And it's probably not going to be 10 million anymore. I'm probably going to go for 20 because I have a lot of people that I want to take care of. A lot of people in fucking need. And I hear these stories and I can't help them. And I want to help them. And you know what? I fucking deserve it. And whether I get movie rights or not, or you want to try to pull your bullshit, all of these vloggers that are on NDAs, you can take those NDAs and shove them up your ass because they're no fucking good. They had you sign the NDAs to cover fraud. And if you want to keep covering the fraud, you can go down with them with your little NDAs up your ass. That's where they're going to be. Because all of these vloggers that know there's been no fucking answers from Shiloh. And aren't you fucking tired of it? I'm so tired of it. No answers from Shiloh Old going through Kyle Lazar's and K-Pro. Why aren't they going through a news agency to give out this information? Because nobody gives a shit anymore. Because they fucked it up, and it's so disgusting and sad, and this community and vloggers that it's become, that everybody hates each other. It's so fucking sad, and it shouldn't be that way. It should be a community of happiness and finding more clues that I haven't found. But the vloggers, the Forrest Fenn vloggers, do not want to join me. I'll go on my own, and they can start their lawsuit afterwards, because any lawsuit that's going on with the Forrest Fenn family is not going to go through. McCracken, Coombs, all of these people that are trying to sue the family do not have Forrest Fenn solved. They don't know what happened. I've explained everything. That's it. I've explained everything in my videos. You don't want to watch them? Don't watch them. If you want the truth, if you're really ready for the truth, and you can stand me, I have a lot of videos that I'm not in. You can watch those. But again, I didn't like myself back then, but I like myself now. And I've liked myself before that. And I liked myself as I was in the treasure hunt. So I'm going to put out one more video after this that shows when I was at Palisade Cell back in 2016, or I think it was 2016. My girlfriend at the time, we did a little video. I explained how the first clue worked that brought you to Palisade Cell. And that was way back in 2016. Then it's learning everything after that. But finding Forrest Fenn's secret and not knowing everything else in order. I knew the poem. The poem brought me to the treasure chest location. I let Forrest Fenn know. He let Shiloh know. He told Sasha Dent now, that somebody's really close. Like they found a clue that is there. So Sasha knew, but Sasha doesn't want to step forward. Those NDAs can go right up their ass. I've told them that. They can take me to court. I don't care. I'm not fucking wrong, and I'm not going to get in trouble. I don't care what anybody fucking says. You may say, Dave's crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But I can tell you right now, when you are so fucking right about something, and you know it, and nobody listens, you have to get louder. You have to squeaky wheel it. Well, I'm squeaky wheeling. I've already tried. My lawyer now told me, yeah, you got fucked. My therapist I went to at the beginning of the year to make sure that I was okay. My therapist, I think he felt like I got fucked over too, but he couldn't say it. But he says, we don't need to keep coming here. Because I'm not fucking crazy. I'm the guy that solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. And I'm the guy that's going to take down that fucking empire that's already crumbling. And if the Forrest Fenn community of amazing people want to stop, you want answers? Come to my videos. Because I've got the fucking answers. The Forrest Fenn miniseries, a great one for information. And I have it all, folks. Any other questions or answers, you come see me. You don't go to CalPro and KP and whatever the fuck they are. You leave them alone. They don't know. They're covering fraud. Maybe they do know. They got, Jesus Christ, I don't know how many coins, gold coins they've received. And they don't want to sell. They have their comic books they got from Forrest Fenn's vault. They got their coins from Shiloh, from my treasure chest. Everybody else, and Greg mentioned it. Greg from Brutal Truth, Alan, you said all of these gold coins went to certain individuals because they're getting paid off fucking fraud money. If you can't figure that out, Greg, you're really fucking behind the times. And I hope that you guys pull together with Barbara. Because Barbara's a big fucking influence that started this whole thing. If she didn't call fraud right at the beginning, it would have been me eventually, because I would have found out. Because I knew Forrest got fucked over, and I knew I got fucked over by the dates. I have the dates. I have everything, folks. I have everything to give the judge actual factual proof. And if you don't think that the thrill of the chase the title to his book was the way to find the title to the gold through the title of the scene in Superman 1.61, Thrill of the Chase, was Clark Kent, you're looking for Superman. In the looking for Lois and Clark story, you're looking for Lois and Clark. This all connects with imagination, but the factual stuff, the thrill of the chase, title to his book is The Thrill of the Chase scene in Superman. You're looking for Superman or Lois Lane or Clark Kent. On that cross, you have Clark Kent. But if you look up Maverick's wife, right? It's Lois Clark. You found, if you have the confidence in a Maverick, you look up his wife, Amelia Earhart was an impulsive Maverick. She had a letter in her story about her significant other. That's what Forrest Fenn says. I'll use her to explain my story or to use her as an example. He took her as a Maverick. She talked about her significant other. Maverick's significant other was Lois Clark. Do you get the connection? Forrest Fenn has millions of these connections that are awesome. I will give you that when I was going to give you at the beginning. Way back in the third book, at the end, Forrest Fenn, when he went to the party or whatever, he talked about Elvis Presley, and he said Elvis saw some lady for 7 days or whatever. There was somebody he talked about that he saw. But he says, for some reason, I can't remember her name. But why bring her up, right? So if you look up Elvis and then you look up some of the ladies that Elvis saw, it was Lois Lane. Bella Asbug's mother's name is Esther. Eric Sloan, he gave a personal dedication. Eric's public dedication is in Kent. He talked about the Bishop's Riddle. It's an abbey in Kent. All of these connections I fucking found. All your Kents, all your Esthers, all of your Lois Lane. You know, I still haven't found a lot of Jimmy Olsen. And I know he's out there. Somebody mentioned it. But I found a ton of Red Fox. Red Fox is easy. And then you have, Skippy, the comic book. June is a comic book. Silver is a comic book. was about comic books, folks. Superman. The ultimate fucking superhero was Forrest Fenn's dedication to every single hero. And I found them. They're amazing. There's a ton of them. And there's a ton more to be found because I've only done 3 years. He did 15. And this is in between. I did 3 years of investigation in between creating 2 businesses. A beanbag business for cornhole with some awesome beanbags. I have some fucking awesome beanbags that I'm getting ready. I need to get that business started. Fun bag. And also a salad dressing business I started in the meantime because of my cancer. So, folks, when you try Dave's dressing, it's fucking phenomenal. I love it. I eat a ton of it every day. It's 100% organic and it's all cancer fighting ingredients. So, everybody that's tried it loves it. They want a bottle. I've gone to my doctor's office for an appointment. The secretary, I gave her a sample. She bought 2 bottles right there. Folks, this is really good stuff. And hopefully you look at my videos on YouTube and see the Dave's Dressing videos. That's another business I'm waiting to start. And I stopped DJing, but I had so much going on taking care of my mom and everything else that's gone on. But my mom's passed now. My brother's passed. My uncle's passed. My father has passed. There's still a lot of people in my family that are going to see me complete this. And they're going to know. They're not going to be afraid anymore. My family does not need to be afraid that I'm going to get in trouble because I got fucked over. That's so wrong. And every fucking searcher, when you realize you got screwed over, there will be a class action suit against Shiloh Old, against Carl Summer, against Zoe Old, against Jack Stoof, against Cynthia Meacham, and Justin Posey, and Dan Barbarisi, and Cal Lazars, and K-Pro. There are so many, so many. And Dal Neisel, either you fucking step up, and Doug Preston, step up, man, or you can go down with it. But Shiloh Old has paid a lot of people to cover him under that big umbrella. But you know what? That umbrella has actually it's got about 9 holes in it right now, if I'm not mistaken. Because Shiloh Old is going down in history as the biggest fucking treasure hunt, theft, fraud, cover-up, scandal, a piece of shit in history. And I begged him to fucking come forward and admit it. But you know why he doesn't admit it, folks? Because of the mysterious death of Forrest Fenn that's going to get looked into. That's why. That's why they don't want to take me to court. That's why they don't want me in court. But they're going. Either way, no matter what the fuck happens, I'm going to see them in court. And I'll state my case. And it's Forrest Fenn's case. So again, I'm here for Forrest Fenn. I'm going to be the fucking jolly guy that I am. And I'm fucking happy. Because this is done. I don't need to subject folks to amazing clue after clue after hint after hint. There's so many, I'm just going to save them for the judge now. And if the Attorney General, you finally want to get involved, that's great. You think it's very interesting stuff. But I'm hoping you're doing your homework behind the scenes. Because Shiloh Old and Kyle Summer, if they have not gotten a hold of the Attorney General, then shame on them. I've asked for mediation through the Attorney General, and we just square this away. But they don't want to do that, folks. They're going to push it right to the limit, and then they're going to fucking slam me with 1,000 different... They're going to try to bury me with a bunch of different lawsuits, paperwork, bullshit. That's my call. You're going to see that so that they can fucking try to keep smoke and mirrors going until I pass away. But I'll keep taking my medicine, and I'll go to my radiation treatments, and in 2 or 3 months, hopefully I get the clean bill of health, and I'm in remission. But if not, I hope the Fenn community and the Fenn bloggers realize what really fucking happened here. I don't mean to pick on you guys, but I'm telling you right now, a disgraceful, disgusting fucking thing happened. And you guys should be stepping up for the righteousness of Forrest Fenn. You say you do, but you're not. You're doing it for yourselves. And that's the fucking difference. I want you to join in on the right team with Forrest Fenn, but you don't want to do that. You want that fucking glory. You want your channel. You want your 8,000 views. More power to you. I have nothing against you. You've been misguided. You've been lied to. And you're trying to make up your own answers. Good luck. I wish you luck. All of the bloggers, the Forrest Fenn bloggers, the community, there's a lot of amazing people in the community, but there are the scabs from Shiloh that have infiltrated with Chase Inc., with Discord, with all the bullshit. Shiloh has a ton of scabs that are in the Forrest Fenn community. And it's sad because you don't know who to believe out there. That's why there's all this discord and disagreements and arguing, and Barbara's taking Greg and to court, and Steve Street. It's all such bullshit. Are you guys ready for it to be over? Because you're going to be sitting in the fucking dust of your own little Fenn vlogging community of not knowing a fucking clue while I'm going to court with the real solve. Step up, or fucking step aside. But either way, get the fuck out of my way or join together behind me. Whatever you want. None of you wanted to join me? Well, it's time. I've just given you the solve at the beginning of this video, and now I'm heading to court with it. And I know there's going to be a lawyer that's going to go, this is an easy fucking case. Forrest Fenn, the amazing war hero, came up with a treasure hunt revolving around the greatest fucking superhero there ever was in American and the worldwide fucking history of Superman. Everybody knows who Superman is. And Superman is my other guy on my other shoulder. Forrest Fenn's on my right shoulder. Superman's on my left shoulder. And fucking Aunt Esther's on my elbow. And Red Fox is on my other elbow. And Maverick fucking right in fucking my right hand. There's so many Dancing with the Stars that Forrest Fenn included under his canopy of stars. Do you remember that, folks? The treasure was found under a canopy of stars. Yes, I found fucking Maverick to know Maverick Creek. You're up a creek without a paddle. That's what he's talking about. Don't go down to Maverick Creek. But you need Maverick Creek to solve it. I have that fucking poem. I have all the 9 clues. So watch it. Watch it in one of my videos. I've done it multiple times to try to explain it differently. And as I've learned better. And now with facts about Superman 1.61. You're looking for Clark Kent. You're looking for Lois and Clark. And you found Lois Clark with Maverick's wife. So now you know you're fucking looking for Superman. Lois and Clark. And folks, Forrest Fenn's treasure was put in below Eagle's Nest. That's what the epilogue is. That's why I did this video. The epilogue tells you what the basis of the story was. Forrest Fenn says it in the epilogue, and he shows you the field of stumps. And in the back, there's a row. Specific row of tree stumps that is called a palisade. And you have Eagle's Nest up above in the moon, right? The crescent moon. You have Eagle's Nest, which is above Palisade Cell. Put in below the home of Brown. Your next clue is Palisade Cell from there. It's beautiful. That's what Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt is. I have it solved completely, 100% factual evidence, 8.25, the 2.0 miles distance. I have the 30 miles to the target. you have the red cape with Mighty Mouse next to the bullseye in the rocket through the cactus with the cross. You have the little cross under the canopy of stars, which is a story that brings you from his area, his second home, down to the cross. Forrest Fenn placed these little stories inside specifically. Surviving myself is surviving by myself at Palisades Cell. That's what that story is. And every other story has meanings like that I've already given. But Flywater, he's explaining Palisades Cell, those secret places that mean so much to him. That he's talking about Palisades Cell. Folks, thank you. I appreciate you watching my videos. Again, I apologize if I come off or come across as an asshole. I am. But yeah, I am. But I'm also a fucking nice guy. So I want people to know I got fucked over. $3 million. And then the glory. And then the movie rights. And then everything. So much. And then harassed for 3 years. I'm done. I'm done fucking taking it. I'm done fucking taking it from the vloggers who don't know fucking shit. I'm telling you right now. You guys don't know fucking shit. You know jack shit. But you don't know anything about what really happened unless you watch my videos. And I've asked you, I've talked with you, I've come on your shows, you just ignore it. You want everybody to be equal. That's fine. All of you vloggers can be equal in the lawsuit that you all joined together for. Okay? But myself, I'm the fucking guy. I'm number one. I am the guy that Jack Stoof impersonated. Breaking the law, number one. Right? Impersonating another person. And he impersonated me big time. So, Jack Stoof, jail time. Shiloh Old, jail time. Zoe, probably jail time for how much she's controlled everything and she's still controlling it, folks. Fucking Shiloh, the little baby fucking guy from, what the fuck did I just do with that video? I've got some good fucking shit out there. But the Goonies, right? Little Shiloh on his little fucking scooter. That's what Shiloh is in this treasure hunt. He really fucking is. He has no power. It's mommy taking over with Kyle Summer breaking the law. I believe you. I really do, Kyle. I believe you've planted multiple fucking documents to cover your own ass because you're already screwed in and there was nothing you could do. You fucking went in on it with him. I really do. I really hope that you're not a dirty lawyer and you just have client-lawyer confidentiality. But I don't believe it. That's my own opinion. I think Kyle Summer is dirty. I know Cynthia Meacham is balls deep. She must love when I say that. But Cynthia, again, if you got tricked, then come forward. Say, you know what? I don't believe Shiloh anymore. Come forward. Or just sit back, wear your little happy little Forrest Fenn bracelet that was mine. Wear it. Wear it for the time being. You can even destroy it because you fucking hate me. Whatever. I don't fucking care. You are all going to pay for the ugly fucking deeds that you're doing right now to the people that don't deserve it. The 500,000 people. I can take the bullshit. I was a CO for 20 years. I had to take bullshit. In our job, that was our job. That's why we live an average of 18 months after we retire. Because our job of stress. So I've already dealt with stress for 20 years. 3 years of you fucking pukes, I can deal with. I don't care. But you fucked over 500,000 people. And Cynthia, you stepped right up on top to fuck over and still keep it going. You keep going the fraud that people don't deserve. You want to keep protecting Shiloh and Zoe and suck up to them and get paid by your coins or your rings or your jewelry. Why do you think it's so fucking quiet, folks, about this auction? Because they know that they're not supposed to be doing this. And they're thinking, we got to fucking get away with it. We got to get rid of everything. So it's all gone. There's nothing they can come back on. Well, you know what? I've got the fucking solve. I've got the 9-clue solve, and I've got every answer for every clue that's sprinkled through Forrest Fenn's books, and I've given it, and I've come up with more. I do have more. I gotta say that I do have some amazing things that I've already found. But you folks, you can look for superheroes in any. If you've had a question and you go, oh, I wonder why this, then look up comic books, or you're going to find it in comic books. You're going to find it in superheroes. You're going to find it in Aunt Esther. You're going to find it in Bubba Bexley. That was fucking amazing. That one, he called his brother called Forrest Bubba. And the Simpsons, right? The grandparents, but his other grandmother, Elizabeth, or maybe it was the same one, I don't remember. Elizabeth, it's a big one, Elizabeth. And then Lana getting thrown up in the air by Skippy. Lana flying through the air. Superman, the poem that Forrest dedicated to Peggy. Look, I looked up in the sky. I saw a robin flying by. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No. Look, up in the sky. Courage wears a crimson coat. There's so many fucking Superman innuendos in there. I don't even need to get into them. And those were the obvious ones. But the other hidden ones that I found, Red Fox, and I just found Lois Lane. I was wondering where I was going to find her, but I already found Lana Lang. And then there's Stan Lee, right? You just saw that if you watched the long video. That was fucking amazing clue. Great job for us. I knew Stan Lee would be in there somehow. He would get him in, and I found it in the third book. Because I'm only mostly concentrated on the first and second book. Stan Lee is in the third book, hidden as Stan Lee. So it's not Stan Lee, but it's the same dates. The dates, everything is so critical. Angel Fire. I have Angel Fire for Fred Ferd's story, right? With the lady. For some subliminal reason, we'll call her Angel. Because he's talking about when she builds a fire, Angel, and it's Angel Fire. These are all clues, folks. These are all amazing fucking clues for Angel Fire Mountain, where Agua Fria Peak is, all the way to past the War Memorial on Route 64. 64 is in the book, over to Eagle's Nest, which is literally called the home of the Browns. You can't get any fucking more home of Brown than home of the Browns. So it's an amazing fucking treasure hunt that's been lied to 500,000 people and the rest of the world. So you guys need to step up. It's time to at least get a gathering somehow. Somebody say, you know what? This is where I expect Greg or Barbara or Frank or maybe one of the other jamokes to come forward and go, hey, we need to fucking get together because we did all get screwed. Or you're just going to look like fucking total idiots the rest of your lives. While I'm going to court with the actual solve, you're going to go, yeah, how many watchers do I have right now? You don't fucking have any because you don't have anything to give them. I'm not trying to shut your channels down. That's not what I'm trying to do. But when you finally realize that you're going to get more viewers by going behind me and saying, hey, we backed this guy, Dave. Dave's the fucking right guy who's standing up to Shiloh. All these other guys, they don't know who to go after. They're trying to go after Jack. They're trying to blame Forrest Fenn. They're in the wrong fucking direction. Shiloh Old, that's your number one fucking piece of shit who stole the treasure chest from all of us. We all make decisions in our lives. And those decisions, sometime in life, have a detrimental effect on whatever happens for the rest of your life. Shiloh Old dug up that treasure chest for Forrest Fenn or behind his back. Either one, I don't give a fuck. He dug it up and he kept it and didn't tell Forrest Fenn. So Forrest Fenn, if Shiloh Old told him it was gone, Forrest Fenn was waiting for the email that he thought he should have got. But I didn't dig it up, folks. And that's in my videos. If you want to know why, that's why. They're in my videos. I don't need to explain it here. What you need to know is that the actual true solve has been given out. The actual answers have been given out. every quote, everything that I have, I've given out. And I've been told I've given out too much. Doesn't matter. This is my memoirs. I can put in my memoirs whatever I want. That's my memoir. So I am speaking my mind. I am telling you right now, 100% fucking accurate. Shiloh Old stole that treasure chest. You can not believe me? Whatever. It will be proven because they've got nowhere else to blame. And if they have some other fucking dumbass who's stepping forward behind Jack to say he's the guy, he's a fucking moron. Stepping forward to jump in the middle of fraud. They're really paying this guy off. That's how bad they don't want that bad exposure. They're going to fucking give all of our money away for the class action suit and for my lawsuit to these people to try to protect themselves. And another false document is going to be another guy going to jail. So I can't wait to hear who this guy is from back east that's going to step. Actually, it's Troy. I think it's Troy. Really, folks, because Troy is like in Jersey. Yeah, you from Jersey? Troy's from Jersey. Yeah. So Troy's going to step up as the guy from back east, and they're going to try to say he was the one that had it solved, but Jack got the treasure at Bighorn, but it leads to all the things in San Lazaro. This is going to be beautiful, folks. I can't wait to see their 9 clues. We're waiting, but I know that Troy has a lot of stuff to do, so maybe he can't respond in this video, or he's going to respond as crap because he doesn't fucking, his cement head won't understand that he's been lied to. He's being pulled in to cover their fraud and paid for it, and he's admitted it already. All of these dumbasses, Kyle Lazar's, K-Pro, Troy, Greg, they're all getting paid money from Shiloh. I don't fucking trust one of them until they turn and say, Dave's right, I'll back him. Or Shiloh's the one behind it. And say, yeah, if they can't see Forrest Fenn's amazing fucking true solve that I have, then shame on them. They deserve the dumbness, the big dummy that I fucking call them. They really do. They, after this video, if they haven't taken the time to really fucking watch it, then fuck them. They deserve what they get. You can't fucking tell a person, you're gonna get burned. You're gonna get burned. You're gonna get burned. There's a fireplace, and they're fucking dancing with the blinders on, right around the fire. What's gonna happen? They're gonna get burned, right? Eventually, they're gonna go. People are gonna go, Greg, are you fucking dumb? This guy was telling you for 3 years that he's the solver, but you didn't want to look. You didn't want to listen. You don't want to listen to anybody. Well, everybody's fair. Everybody's even. Yep, I don't believe you, but mine's the solve. Well, all of you other Fenn vloggers, good. I wish you luck. I wish you health. I wish you fame. Your fame on your channels with 200 views, just like I've had because I've been fucking blocked. But you know what? This is going to get beyond the Forrest Fenn community because people need to know the truth, and I'm here to tell them. And you need to do it quick, folks. If you're going to pass this around, do it quick because I'm on a timeline. And I would like to do an interview with some brave news reporter or vlogger, and not the Chase Inc. one there, Brandon, whatever the fuck his name was, that cavalry, some fucking stupid cavalry video that Shiloh hired to do a bunch of, but they knew they had to get me because they're like, oh, Dave's really crazy. Let's put the crazy one in there. So you'll notice that I'm in the cavalry one. X marks the spot. You're fucking right, X marks the spot. If you look at the geographical map to Cimarron Canyon, the new rock and the old rock separated with an X at Palisades Hill. That's your X on a map. Forrest Fenn got it all fucking correct. Everything, if you had a good map, you'll know where to go. And I'm the guy that knew where to go. So the folks that don't believe it, I'm sorry. Get ready because people understand. And the judge is going to know this is the truth. This is the real story. So take it or leave it. Delete my swears if you'd like. George Wilson, you want to take all my bad things I said, make another collage or video with snippets of how bad I am, yay for you. You say you care about Forrest Fenn, yet you're protecting Shiloh, which is a fucking piece of shit who screwed over Forrest Fenn. You can't have it two ways. You're an asshole if you think that you're protecting Forrest Fenn and you've been told that you're wrong. And I will tell you that under oath. I will swear to a fucking Bible. Absolutely. I will swear on anybody's life. My life, people in my family, I will swear on a Bible that I am telling you the truth of what happened here. And I'm ready to go to court. And there will be a lawyer that'll take it. So I'm done. Thank you. I am Dave Woodard. I am the true man from back east that Forrest Fenn said solved his treasure hunt precisely. Just like he said in his book. If these 9 clues were solved precisely, you could find the treasure chest. I found the location. Shiloh dug it up for me. And Shiloh fucking sold it all. What's that tell you? He's got to be the one to answer. Shiloh is the number one guy, folks, that has all of Forrest Fenn's answers, right? It's been 3 years and he's giving you diddly fucking squat shit. It's time to push him. And if you don't push him, I'll be the only one doing it again. And I'll be the only Forrest Fenn superhero that's going against fucking Shiloh Old. So, vloggers, step up or shut the fuck up. That's what I got to say. And when you apologize, we can be friends. I have no problems with anybody who was fucking duped and you think that something else happened because you're guessing. But it's time for reality to set in, vloggers. The Forrest Fenn vloggers. Time for reality to fucking set in and you smarten the fuck up. Alright? It's time. Just get off your fucking stupid high horse and realize that you didn't solve it. You have some amazing clues. And they will fit. They will fit to Forrest Fenn's comic books, superheroes, Secret Garden. That's the mirror dimension that Greg's in. Greg's in the mirror dimension from Marvel, which Forrest Fenn brings up in his books. And Barbara is in the under the canopy of stars. And Shy Guy, I don't know what his solve is. It's a rock somewhere. It's good job. Great job, all of you. Josh Jordan, amazing job, but you got lost fucking 10 years ago when Amber and Kendall took your treasure in 2013. You're wrong. You're all wrong. Join the right fucking team. The superhero team. You guys, this is your last chance. This is your last chance to become part of the Avengers for Forrest Fenn. Because my Avengers team is going to be fucking amazing. If you want to join with them or with me, you're running out of time because I'm fed up. I'm fed up with the dumbass fucking comments from Shiloh Scabs, and it rolls over into the vloggers and Troy. Troy, again, I hope you get closure, man. But if you're bringing forward your solve as the actual place that Shiloh Old is going to say that was the location, if you're joining in on fraud, Troy, keep this in mind, Troy. This is a big decision. If you're joining in with Shiloh Old to say that the treasure was at Bighorn Medicine Wheel, the 9 clues line up precisely. You better be in for one hell of a fucking fight. And you better have everything answered, which you don't. You don't have it, Troy. Don't make the mistake. All right? This is my heartfelt explanation to you, Troy, to do the right thing here. If you're using your solve, if they are taking it, trying to use it now instead of 9 Mile Hole, 9 Mile Hole has become a fraudulent cover-up scandal. What do you think's going to happen with Bighorn with your name on it? You better fucking really think about that. Netflix, my buddies at Netflix. Did you get a solve? Did you get a 9-clue solve from Shiloh to make some documentary? Or is it, what would it be called? Cockumentary or, no, a mockumentary, right? That's what it's, a mockumentary on Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt? Are you just interviewing old searchers or because Jack must be in that mockumentary. Netflix, you've been fucked over. If you continue, I heard this the last day of shooting, so you guys are fucked anyways. But Netflix, I've tried. I've been blocked. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get into the right venue where the right person's going to see this video. And just at the beginning to know exactly what Forrest Fenn's secret was. That's the clue, folks. That's the thing that not any fucking person on this earth, on God's green earth, has Forrest Fenn's secret. Or knows it, except for me. I'm the guy that found Forrest Fenn's secret. And I didn't know who Kent and Esther were. That's where I got fucked over. I didn't know who Kent and Esther were. I found Forrest Fenn's secret. I thought it was another clue because it's still in the middle of the poem. So I was like, I got to go home and reevaluate this, which is fucking wrong. I had my things that were going on, but I knew the treasure should have been safe. And Forrest Fenn confided in Shiloh Old. That's the only person he would have confided in. And Greg Allen, you said you have some copies or emails of something where Forrest Fenn didn't trust Shiloh Old. If you're really legit, send them to me like I've asked you to. But you haven't sent them, Greg, have you? You're too worried about your own channel. And that's fine. Eventually they'll come up. Somebody with some balls that wants to be a hero will step forward and give me those emails where Forrest Fenn didn't trust Shiloh Old. Shiloh Old is the one that blocked him. That's why. So if you can't understand that's why Forrest Fenn didn't trust Shiloh, it's because after the announcement, June 6, 2020, that's when Shiloh Old fucking took over Forrest Fenn and brought in Mommy and said, hey, we gotta fucking shut him down. And they did. They really, really shut him down. Down to nothing. So, Greg, if you can't understand that's why Forrest Fenn didn't trust Shiloh, that's why. Forrest Fenn knew that Shiloh was bringing in Jack. He's like, he didn't trust him. Shiloh fucked him over. And the evidence is there. It just needs somebody to come forward with one of the three things. Okay? And this goes out to Shiloh. Shiloh, you have the location. I have the solve. You have nothing. You have fucking nothing but the chest that you stole and fucking sold it illegally. Fraud. Oh, I'm going to get the lawyer to tell me all the different things you're going to jail for. Digging. You guys cut the fucking log out of Wyoming. Forrest Fenn talked to people go to jail for digging a hole. You dug a hole, made a fucking hole, stuck the treasure chest in, did secondary pictures in 2021, and then cut the log out for evidence, and then took the whole fucking log out because you said, we can't have any of it there. You guys, that Yellowstone and the FBI, that was Shiloh Old, okay? That was Shiloh Old with probably Carl or Doug Orm or Jack. Jack was fucking running for the hills a long time ago. But I've got all your answers. The FBI, the Attorney General, and my lawyer, who I haven't hired in New Mexico yet. I've already contacted one. I've sent some stuff down. I'm waiting back to hear. They haven't contacted me yet. There's a lot of information to look up. So if they're investigating it, good for them. If they don't want to take the case, they're not a very smart lawyer. Because this is a fucking slam dunk case. I have the evidence. They have no evidence. Who wants to go against that, right? That's why they don't want me in court, folks. So if you know a lawyer in New Mexico that is willing to make... I was willing to settle for $10 million. I believe that I'm going to up it now. Because if the estate has $60 million, well, they probably have 30 now, all the payouts they fucking did to cover up fraud. But those people, we can get that money back. So your class action suit, Greg, Barbara, and Frank, that right there, your class action suit can go out to all of the different people who put their name in on the class action suit. But you guys can orchestrate that. I'm not going to be here. I need to fucking show right off the bat that Shiloh Old is behind fraud, which I'm going to do. And if you vloggers don't see that yet, then there's something fucking wrong with you. I say it again, but I will shake your hand after it's all done. Because that's the kind of guy I am. I forgive. But I've gone on too long with Shiloh and Zoe and Cynthia and the rest of the fucking shitbags. I've gone on too long. I don't forgive them. In my heart, for Forrest, I'll forgive them. But I'm not going to back down. Fuck no. I got screwed over. I took it up the ass. And I'm ready to fucking take it back out and throw it at them. So that's what's going to happen. I am taking Forrest Fenn's 9-clue solve and going to court. And this, I'm not doing another video for a while. I need a fucking break now. I knew I had this long video I wanted to do. And I'm done, though. I've explained so much. And Forrest Fenn, war hero, what he created got flushed down the toilet by his own fucking family. And their lawyer, I believe, created their false documents and helped them with their false documents. I've already seen a statement by Carl in an email that he sent to somebody that he physically saw Jack Stoof come on June 6th. Carl Summer. Now, I have the copy of this. Carl Summer saw Jack Stoof come June 6th and tell him that he handed him the chest, or however the fuck that story worked. That story doesn't make sense, folks. None of it makes sense. None of the dates, none of the things that Forrest Fenn said with what they say. There's a difference. Forrest Fenn's honesty, their fucking deceit. That's what everybody's listening to for the past 3 years. They shut Forrest Fenn down as soon as he said, a man from back east, and then it was done. That was the end of Forrest Fenn. Literally and physically. So, I'm done. Folks, I am Dave Woodard. I'm the man who solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. You will see me in court soon. I thank you all. I know there's a lot of great, amazing people out there. Again, if you try to contact me, I don't receive the messages. I'm sorry. I will answer any of the amazing questions that you have. You can send, if you found a clue about a superhero or comic book, send it to me. I would love to. I get excited when someone else has found them. And along my 3 years, I've seen people find them. The Bishop's Riddle, someone else found. But he didn't know why, but he knew the Bishop's Riddle. And someone else gave me Lois Clark. They said, look up Maverick's wife. There's a lot of amazing people along this whole journey that have found Forrest Fenn's secrets and clues and amazing connections of comic books, superheroes, Superman, Aunt Esther, Red Fox, the canopy of stars, folks. That's what it is. The hundreds that he brought in his books, and everybody he brought in his books has a connection somehow to any of those main characters. Clark Kent, Superman, Lois Lane, Aunt Esther, Red Sanford, Bubba Bexley, Elizabeth, all of them. They all have connections somehow to something, or all of his clues about inside the canyon, which is what shows in the epilogue when he said under Eagle's Nest in a palisade, the row of trees underneath. That's the ending, folks. That's where the treasure was. Okay, so maybe the lumberjack means something, or with the axe that might have a meaning towards something else. I'm sure there's a lumberjack comic book. But that palisade in the back, that's what gives you Palisade Sill, folks. The hint of riches new and old with the X at Palisade Sill in Cimarron Canyon at Palisade Sill. The Fort Sill, which Palisade Sill. The Fort Clark, which is Clark Kent, Palisade, Fort, Clark Kent, Fort, Palisade. It's all fucking interconnected. All of his clues. He gives you Palisade Sill. That's why there's different layers. Layers. Watch my layers videos, folks. That's what gives you all of the different things that Forrest Fenn pulled in. So there's one person that solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt precisely. And I'm that fucking guy. And I'm stepping forward and they can all fuck off. I'm going to take them all down. With or without the help of the Forrest Fenn vlogging community. Hopefully with it. But I don't see them. They're too hell-bent with blinders and their heads stuck in the sand like an ostrich. Walking around like sheep. That's what I've called them. Because they can't accept the truth. So what I have to say to them?
Snap out of it!
You can't handle the truth!
Snap out of it!
That's what I had to say to them. And hopefully they can handle the truth. All right, folks. I love you. Take it easy. Have a great day. And I'm doing all right with my cancer. I'm fine. I'll be good. I'll hang around a long time. I'll just keep doing the things I'm supposed to do. Keep my good diet that I've been having. And I'm getting healthier every day. So, thank you, folks. Take care of yourselves. I will see you in court soon enough. And looking forward to some great comments. Hopefully I hear them soon. And hopefully they come through. All right. Take care. I'm the man from back east, Dave Woodard.
And so you gladly sell yourself to others. Are you watching? 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 I say, come on and show the world who you really are. It's not enough to be better than the rest. You gotta take it to the top and make yourself a superstar.